Hello everyone, just thought I'd give you a closer look at the new Tudor Black Bay 58 Blue. I put this on, immediately changed it off of the bracelet, and I'll talk through why that is, and put it on this black pearlon. But yeah, for those of you that watch the videos that I do, these aren't designed to be very intellectual reviews of the watches and the movements. It's just more just to give you a few more angles, just so you can see the watch. And if you're interested, get my opinions on it. I've had this since it was released, maybe 2 months, I think. 2 months, 3 months. Very happy with it. I've had the Black Bay 58 Black previously, which I sold. Before this came out, I was considering getting it again. It fits a really nice function if you're a watch collector, or even if you're not, just if you're looking for a nice watch. It's like the perfect modern utilitarian watch. But the black version has this faux patina, which I'm sure most people watching this are watch people or horology enthusiasts, but for those that aren't, it's basically a fake coloration that's applied to the hands and dial to make it look older. So the loom here that looks white, for watches that were made, in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and even before, they used a material that would turn yellowish, and goldish, or custardy over time, and that's very popular. So nowadays, in modern watches, sometimes they apply the same sort of coloration early, just to so you don't have to wait as long, etc. Anyway, whatever. So then this blue one came out, and it was just, I thought it was perfect. So I picked it up. And in the last 3 months, the prices seem to be coming back down. I think the watch was released, you couldn't get hold of it, you had to pay a premium, and now that premium is coming down, and I think it's more in line with the retail price. So don't quote me on that, but definitely have a look. And if you are looking to buy one, I would probably wait a little bit longer, maybe a month or so if you can, because I think the trend is that the prices are coming down. Anyway, so this is the watch. The exact size, I think it's 39 millimeters. It works really well in this case size. Shiny or what I say, polished case edges, brushed on the top of the lugs. I mean, just look at the dial, like these snowflake hands, blue bezel, blue dial, white markers, all just works really well. The camera is making this look like a lighter blue than it actually is. It is a bit darker. I don't know how I can make that happen. I'm not a photography specialist or a video specialist. It is slightly darker than what you're seeing here, but it is still blue, and it is a very nice color. Now, the reason that I've got this book here, and sorry for all the dust, because this book and this kind of history is one of the reasons I bought this watch in the first place, and it's definitely the reason I put it on this strap. This book is a book. And I do not have a lot of room because this tripod setup, but it's by a guy called Watchistry, and I can't get the whole book in view, but it's called, in fact, maybe if I move it a little bit, there you go. It's called Marine Nationale, and it's a book all about the history of the Marine Nationale Tudor watches. I don't want to show too much because this is obviously somebody's work that took time and effort to put together, but if you're interested in the Tudor Black Bay, you may not be aware of this this book. And this book is amazing. Look at that. That's the original that it was based off of. That snowflake watch there that was issued to the French Marines or the French Navy. So I just wanted to show you this because if you haven't considered it, you should definitely buy this book. It's got amazing photos in there. It's not very expensive. I think it was maybe $20 or $30. I'll put a link down below as to where you can get it. And it inspired me to have these watch straps, not produced. You can buy them from other suppliers, but these are my watch straps from Mushy Watch Straps. And these purlons are what were traditionally put on these watches by the operators that used them in the French Navy. So I just thought it was really cool. And then actually when you put them on, it works really well, and it just gives it this utilitarian look. That just matches really well with the Tudor itself. So this is how I wear it. I don't have it on the bracelet. Now the problem, and I'm not saying this is the same for all watch brands. There's some really good watch strap makers out there, like Barton Bands and Crown and Buckle, and there's many very good ones. But I had I bought a purlon from a company and it was just a bit cheaply made, so I had mine done with a bit more of a robust buckle and steel system, just so it's more robust, it's more premium, but I think I charge the same price actually as everybody else, which is a good thing. And then with these purlons, something to be aware of is they are woven nylon, so they do age over time, but I like that. I like that it kind of, the purlon and the material itself ages quicker because it's actually many small threads instead of one thread, but I kind of like that. Anyway, this has already gone on longer than I anticipated, so I just wanted to give you a quick look at this new Tudor Black Bay 58 in blue. I like what Tudor's doing with this. I hope they bring out some other colours. Do I have any criticisms? The blue, I would have made a slightly brighter shade of blue. It's quite a navy blue in real life, but I'm nitpicking. I probably would have not had brushed sides. I would have made it, sorry, I wouldn't have had polished case sides. I would have had it all brushed probably. And what else would I have done? That's pretty much it. I think outside of that, it's pretty perfect. Oh, actually, one thing I will say, who was it? Bark and Jack, Adrian at Bark and Jack. He's got a great channel. I will link you to it. He's doing a lot for the watch community. He's adding a lot of value. He's giving really great content and putting great content out there. He flagged this to me first. I hadn't actually noticed it. So this bracelet is what it comes with. And it's called a riveted bracelet. So it's got these like rivets on the side of the links. I actually didn't realize before until he said it that these are actually faux rivets. They're not actually providing any function. So yeah, it's just a bit, I wouldn't do that if I was Tudor releasing it again. I don't think anybody that's buying this watch is particularly buying it because the bracelet has rivets and it looks older. Just make a regular bracelet that looks utilitarian as brushed steel. I think that would have worked. But anyway, shout out to Adrian at Bark and Jack for flagging that to me first. So respect to you. Anyway, I hope that was interesting at least, or gives you a few different angles of what it looks like. And yeah, I would recommend you picking one up. And I think they're going to go up in value, I reckon. You should never buy a watch because of that, but I think it will. So you're buying safely, in my opinion.